I live in a place, this is we're 600 feet above sea level here, it's cold, and you can't grow grapes here. Grapes grow in, California. But I want you to notice my grapes. And I want you to look close, you'll see at the ends are all those little clumps of grapes developing. I get loads of grapes every year off of it.
Looks like it's nice and close to the ground, easy to pick.
Well, you know why this works? I got a wood pile behind it that holds heat. Knocks out the wind, it's a heat sink. Because I have grapes over there in my chicken pen, they don't get ripe. They
created the microclimate necessary.
You have a nice pile of firewood there.
And if you notice, you see where they pulled the wood chips back here? You see how wet that is?
Yes.
So this is the thing that just blesses me. See, on the top of the ground, this looks dry. And you think you got a water, but look, as soon as you get barely into it, how wet it is.
It is.
And you see, this moisture never changes. All summer long, it stays this moist.
When was your last application of wood chips on this?
This is not wood chips. This is stuff on my chicken pen.
This is your manure, right?
This was like 3 years ago.
3 years. And how many applications? I mean,
and look how this all goes back. You see the rake does everything?
You sift out that...
I screen it. Yeah, I have a half-inch screen, and so I screen out all the heavy stuff, and I get this really beautiful, clean, awesome stuff.
How often do you do that?
Yeah, the stuff that we were showing.
Whenever I'm around to it.
Just when you can.
You know, like when people show up and want to work?
Yeah.
It's so awesome. I got 2 wheelbarrows.
Yeah.
So I got one guy moving the wheelbarrow. I'm up there throwing the stuff on top. I got some working the screen. In like 3 hours, we do half my garden. It's amazing how quick it goes. It's just, the guy, as fast as he's dumping the wheelbarrow, I got another one full because it's just so quick and easy.
Are you down on some chickens? It looked like you only had 10.
Yeah, I'm really down. I got to get 30 more because I need 30 to control all my yard waste, and so I'm really low. So I'm gonna order 30 here next week. Okay. Because I need at least 30 to, because I create. And you see, all this is coming out this week, the whole row, because it's done. And so I make so much food out of my garden, I need 30 chickens to deal with it. But you see what they make for me? Look at this gorgeous stuff. You could not buy anything close to that anywhere in the world. And this is all created from my yard waste. I love God. See, yard waste is a miserable thing to deal with, all these plants and stuff to chop up. Chickens do it all. They eat it and turn it back to this. It's like the most perfect total recycling program on the planet.
So do you feed your chickens anything else, or do you just feed them?
And can I answer your question with this? With a question? You ever notice, wild pheasants in nature, how beautiful they are?
Yes.
Ever notice flocks of wild turkeys, how healthy they are? Who feeds them grain?
Nobody.
They get grain in the summer when the grasses go to seed, but that's it. All year long they're living on just grasses, and they're that good looking and that healthy. You see how you got lied to in school?
And their egg production is good?
Well, look at them. And they don't stink. You go to chicken pens, they stink. Wild turkeys, wild animals don't stink. You see, everything we're doing is totally counterproductive, and we believe this is how to do it. This is the right way. We've lost our minds. We don't think. When you go to my chicken pen, you're going to find there's absolutely no odor there. None.
Yeah, no stench.
No stench. Because the manure is displaced with all kinds of yard waste. It's so lost in the mass. It doesn't stink. It's consumed. Or when you compact chickens in small places with nothing but manure, duh. Yeah. I'm just telling you, man, we've lost our minds with going to school. They've erased our brains. We no longer think.
Check out the manure that they make. I've always heard that chicken manure, you have to be careful because it's so hot.
Well, the chicken manure in this is 1 part per 10,000 of live yard waste. So it's so dispersed that whatever heat may in it is lost. And you see in nature, nothing's being burned. They're pooping on the ground, but it's so displaced and spread out. It's so you concentrate it in unnatural settings that you have problems. See, when you come back to this God who made it all, did it perfect, and there's absolutely nothing toxic and no side effects. Conversely, everything we do is toxic, has side effects. Come on, man, wake up. There's something wrong with this picture. And our dad is willing to show us how to do it. He demonstrates how to do it all around us. We just have to ask. But we're so arrogant and proud, we think we can do it better than him.
This is a guy that don't eat. You see that?
You don't.
See this, Mom? This is a guy that don't eat.
I love it. I got kids coming here all the time who just are begging their parents, can I get more asparagus? And their parents says, we can't feed them. I said, there's nothing wrong with your kid. Kids are tracking, they get it. Jesus says, except you become like one of them, you're not going to go to heaven. They are totally tracking. I says, what's wrong with the kids is you, because you're not giving them good food. If you gave them good food, they'd eat it. This kid would love it here. He just hangs out and eats all day long because it's good.
And he's a good worker.
I'm telling you, man, we were made for this. You're right at home here, buddy. This is where you're supposed to be.
He helps his papa out a lot.
Yeah, but this is natural. God put us in the garden for a reason. We're supposed to be one.